Are you battling with procrastination and you want to overcome that? You have tried every solution out there, either on YouTube or websites, anywhere, all techniques, but nothing has probably worked for you. If that is so, then I would urge you to watch this video till the end. There is this strange thing we all experience. You've got a small task to do, and that is not like a rocket science. You know how to do it. You even want to do it. Yet, you feel frozen. You feel stuck. It feels heavy, like a mountain. It is a mammoth of a task. Like your mind is standing at the edge of that cliff, afraid to take that first step. And you know why? Today, I want to show you something that will hopefully change the way you see procrastination forever. And I'm not going to use any tips or I'm going to tell you any hacks, but with the truth that has been sitting quietly behind your stress. Welcome to Mind Dealing with Bhavish. I'm a transformational coach and a therapist. Let's try to understand this. Let me try to tell you a story that resonates with me, considering I'm also a contemporary artist. This is close to me and I feel that. Now, imagine there is a painter out there. Now, she has all the brushes, her canvas is ready, all stretched out. She has done this 100 times. Yet, when she starts doing it, she sits there, not because she doesn't know how to paint, but because her mind won't let her start. She keeps staring at the canvas. Now, the thoughts are, what if lighting is not right? What if the painting turns out to be bad? What will people think about me? How would I be able to sell it? What will galleries think? What if I fail again? How do I cope up with the struggle? Now, nothing is happening on the inside, but inside our own head, it is a full-blown crisis. Does that sound familiar to you? It is never about the canvas. It is about the commentary inside your head. You see, most of us think we are procrastinating because we are lazy, we are undisciplined, or somehow broken inside. But that is not true. The problem isn't the task. The problem is the mental noise around that task. That mental noise, it turns a 5-minute email into a full-blown mental war. It turns an easy phone call into a whole chaos of dreadful feelings like fear, overthinking, anxiety, imaginary failure. We haven't seen it, but we feel it. We think about it. I went to Manali once, years back, and I knew a seasoned hiker. Now, he was standing right at the base of a simple, gentle trail. I could sense that. Now, he had done much tougher treks before. He was fit, he was capable. But suddenly what happened was, he froze. Inside his mind, things were running like, what if I twist my ankle? What if it starts to rain? What if it is harder than it looks? Now, this small trail started to feel like a Mount Everest. Nothing has changed on the outside. There is no change in the path. It is exactly the same. But the story changed inside his mind. The path did not grow. The fear did. And when we get stuck like this, what we usually do is we go inside our own heads even more and we start to question. We start digging. Why am I like this? What's wrong with me? Maybe I need therapy. Maybe I need a productivity coach or a new morning routine where I could perform my tasks easily. But the irony of the story is, this inner analysis is just another form of overthinking. Weren't you trying to stop overthinking in the first place? You don't need more thinking. You need movement. You need action. It's like, imagine there is a mechanic and the car is not starting, the fuel is low, but instead of filling up the tank, he opens the engine. He pulls out every part that he could see. He calls up the engineer, reads a 600-page manual that comes with it. But the fix was so simple. But his mind made it a complex task. And that is exactly what we are doing. Now, the real solution is stop trying to fix yourself. Stop overthinking. Instead, just start. Let's say you are a musician. Now you have to practice. But your brain starts with this commentary. What if I make mistakes? What if I waste time? What if I'm not good enough? What will people think of me? How could I, if I don't perform well? But what happens the moment you press the first key? Now, I know, and you can also imagine this, something shifts. You're not thinking anymore. You're in the process of doing. You are in the process. And that is the whole secret behind overcoming procrastination. The fastest way to silence overthinking is to begin. Begin what is required to do. You don't need motivation. You don't need a 5-step morning routine. You don't need any charter. You don't need a psychoanalysis of your childhood. You just need to take one simple, honest, physical step. You need to take action outside of your head with your body. First step. The first step, not the whole journey, the first step. Not a perfect version of that first step, just that first action. If it is required, send that email. Write that first line. Open that document. Pick up that brush. Put on your shoes if you want to go to the gym. Even if it feels scary, just start. What happens then is action dissolves anxiety. Because once you begin, you see something magical happening. The thing you feared wasn't that hard. The problem wasn't the work. It was your mind's story about the work. Once you begin doing, once you start to take that action, the noise gets quieter. The tension melts. Momentum returns. And then you have a lot of clarity in your mind. And what happens to that mountain? Turns out it was just a shadow. It's like looking at the world through a dirty glass. You keep wondering, why does everything feel so unclear, so blurry? And then one day, you wipe that glass and you realize that there was never a problem outside in the scene. The blur was in the lens. That lens is your overthinking. And the cloth that clears it is doing the work. Without any drama, without any delay. Now, embody this fact that you are not broken. You're not lazy. You're not lost. The only thing is that your mind is just noisy. And the noise can only get quieter when you stop listening to it and you start living your life with action. You don't need a perfect plan. You just need one single step, one single action. One honest, small move towards what matters to you. And once you do that, the fog on your path lifts and your road appears. And you'll realize that you were never stuck. You were only distracted. I hope this brings some clarity to you about procrastination. And if you like the video, do like the video. If you want to watch videos like such, I continue to post it on these deeper subjects of mind and emotions. Do consider subscribing to this channel. And this is Bhavish Ahuja from Mind Healing with Bhavish. Until the next video, I want you to stay blessed, stay healthy, and catch hold of this wisdom if you can. Thank you so much for tuning in. Take care. Bye-bye.